Welcome to episode 18 of Factorio Space Age Deathworld Marathon Blind Play. Lots of words. We are in space around Nauvis. Last episode, we died twice on Gleba, kinda somewhat deliberately, ran away declaring victory. We now have with us a whole pile of carbon fiber, which we can use for a small amount of rocket turrets. We have a pile of biochambers, which we can use to make our petrochem better. We have all like my personal armor and stuff like that. And yeah, you might wonder, why no bioflux? That's kind of a big deal. In Space Age, the bioflux leads into bite-to-egg handling, because we do know how to do this, we just haven't done it. Prod Mod 3s we probably want, biolabs, all these things are super strong, but I don't think we need them yet. I don't think we're going to be stuck for research speed. I think we're going to be stuck for figuring out how this stuff works and figuring out how to automate any of that, because we are learning the game by playing the game. So I don't even plan on being on Nauvis long. It's got a couple of things that we need to figure out. So let's do that in a montage. Let's drop to a planet, drop to Nauvis. Doing the things. Very dramatic. Here we are. Let's look at the things that Nauvis needs done to it. So this is the base on Nauvis. We locked it down pretty hard before we left for Gleba because Deathworld Marathon. It's a little base. It's a little starter base. The main processing area is over here. We've got the blue science and the engines. We've got the red chips that are complaining about not having plastic. We've got a little bots built down here. We got the rocket silos and the module upgrades and the yellow science. And the petrochem is over here, not making us any plastic because we don't have any crude oil. Fortunately, we did when we built all these walls and closed this little oil patch, so we can just drop, I said drop another little oil field here, with, all of these pump jacks. And while we are reasonably secure, the biters are also approaching behemoth biters, so we're going to want to reinforce this, even though it'll probably keep up. But I still want to reinforce things, and that means, is it this assembly here that's making flamethrowers? Kind of. This assembly here we're going to change to flamethrowers, and also give it our best quality modules, because I like quality flamethrowers, and then also give it some space. And one of the things to sort out is the platforms. Like, we had this kind of blueprint for Grundorf, which we were going to use for steel around Gleba. I don't think we're going to do this. On Future, we had this kind of, what now looks kind of anemic, skinny thing that we were just using for a science thing. Human was, also needs to be reconfigured with all the fuel stuff. So, Nauvis is pretty safe, isn't it? We can just get rid of all of this stuff and start again, right? And so this is what I came up with. A lot of the same plan, pretty straightforward, pretty simple to be honest. Like this, the crushers are now on the front for no particular reason. A lot of this layout is the same. Slightly fewer engines because I'm happy just taking a bit longer to get places, and then a lot of guns, and then a nice little sushi belt of asteroids and ammo that goes around the outside. In here we're running the entire build all the way around, then we're pulling off the asteroids and we're putting the ammo back on, and then we've got the combinators helping the grabby grabs decide what it is that they want to grab. And and I think we're going to do this for all of the platforms, because I think one of the things that's going on is, actually, you might be able to see it better on, I think we want a lot of ice. I think we have a plan for going to Fulgora that involves putting a bunch of nuclear power on Fulgora, powered by water, using water collected from ice cubes, and I don't think this is going to work well. This might just straight up not work at all, but I think that means we want a bunch of pretty standard platforms with a pile of cargo space, collecting ice asteroids above Fulgora to provide as the water. And then we've also got set up, we've got like a standard list of stuff I want each of these to take to Fulgora. I don't think this is going to be I don't think this is going to be everything we want. I think we're going to, in fact, this one in particular, on one of the three, we probably want to add, I think only 2 reactors, because how many did they stack to? Stack size 10, I guess we're getting, oh, we don't have that many. I guess we're hand fueling this one, because I think we're going to struggle to get the ice in. Like, I don't think this is going to be a good plan at all. If we're getting purple science in here, we need to change these labs around a bit. So I think we just... Yeah, so we are setting up for an exit to Fulgora. I think we've done most of the things we need to on Nauvis at the moment. We left for Gleba as the first planet without doing purple or yellow science for the achievement, so we've hacked that in now, and the labs can all, make all of that work. And we've also got enough of these inserters that we can set with filters from remote view to just be able to send whatever science back here to get that all in the lab, so that's pretty good. And tech-wise, there is a lot of purple and yellow science we can do that's all going to be pretty helpful while we figure out how Fulgora works. So any of the military ones, great. The ones I really care about are the ones to get done before we go our Automation 3, because I'd like to be able to upgrade a bunch of stuff. And then also I saw that there was, portable fission reactor for a couple of reasons. Partly because, the suit at the moment is all solar panels, and these solar panels are cool, but also, these platforms are pretty much ready to go as well. It does look like these platforms are over-provisioned with their solar panels for versus what they're doing, but bear in mind that Nauvis, where we are at the moment, 300% solar power in space, and then Fulgora, where we're going, less than that, and also on the ground, not much solar at all. So I think we need to change around the power in our suit, and that's going to be worth doing. And we also haven't really improved the resource input of our base at all. Like, we fixed the oil problem. This is still all of the copper we have. Like, the new mines were mostly just to sort out things running out, and I guess the steel a bit. But I think most of the way we are going to improve the amount of stuff we're getting through is via the productivity bonuses of these assemblers. So red chips, green chips, blue chips, blue science. Both of these sciences want to be upgraded and then get more modules in them for productivity. And the other nice thing about having, there's a lot of stuff that requires either purple or yellow science, which is great because it means both of those can just run at effectively half the speed. And if we can just keep the simple ones like blue and green and space and red running at full speed, then we can get a lot of helpful science out of this thing. So I think we're nearly ready to go now. I think there's going to be like checking that we've got all the stuff that we want, but otherwise, maybe soon we go to Fulgora. Fun note on belt throughput and issues like that. The normal assemblers, as in assembler machine 2s, are crafting speed 0.75. So if you think about how many assemblers you need to be fully utilizing 2 yellow belts of input of some particular build, you then upgrade all these guys to assembling machine 3s with prod mod 1s for additional productivity bonus. You go to crafting speed 1, you're no longer getting all the stuff in that you could, so maybe you could upgrade these belts. Or another cool option is if you upgrade all your modules, all your prod mods to prod mod 2s, Not a lot of people like Prod Mod 2s, they're not particularly good value, but a thing that's nice is that we can just hack these directly in. Our crafting speed is 0.075, which means if we do this for all of the red chip assemblers in this build, then we are well ratioed versus our belt throughput, which is also pretty great, and we go up to 24% productivity, which is nice. And then like the other advantage of this here is this will get us more productivity bonus out. It'll also get us crafting a whole lot more Prod Mod 2s, which means we have a chance to roll rare ones. And then yeah, need to upgrade some of these green chips here as well. I think we've got enough stuff to do all of this, which means all of these we can module for additional productivity bonus, which is nice. The other nice thing is in our inventory, we got together enough stuff to craft the portable fusion reactor, and then also just at regular quality, because like whatever, I did notice that sitting around I had enough stuff for a rare exoskeleton, because we've just been pulling electric engines and blue chips off at quality from the science builds because that was helpful. And so with these two things we can now have a fancy upgraded do you need more fuel? There's no way to open you, you're just doing a thing, that's good. So we've got the upgraded power and the upgraded legs, and yeah, not as many solar panels, oh well. Jiggled these around a little bit, one of these energy shields is not in here, I'm not even sad about that. And yeah, we are going allegedly slightly faster, and we have a plan that will work better in darkness. Yeah, I got some more upgrades to do. You guys, do we not even have those prod mods around at the moment? Yeah, we are still just trying to get enough red chips out. I believe it might be time to go to Fulgora. Not entirely sure though, but we're going to pull the trigger anyway. Yeah, there's already been quite a lot in this episode, but we've skipped past most of it because it was kind of standard. We've got the purple science thing that's going that we now have, that we did build before Gleba for the achievement. We've got some of it happening with Request a Chest, which we've also got. I think the base is going to be super short on red chips generally, because we've got purple science running now, and the only boost to red chips has been the productivity bonus from 8% to 24%. And yeah, productivity bonus in blue science, productivity bonus in yellow and purple science. We also killed the red chips buffer and also the blue science buffer, because I would rather that everything back up and turn off so that those limited red chips can get to other places, and we're not going to be launching rockets anymore. Yeah, all of the... Let's start over here. Yeah, all of the yeah, Becky is best platform, gonna sit around, do the science thing, highly valuable, good job. Future can just start to go to Fulgora. Congratulations. Grundolf can go to Fulgora. Congratulations. And then we are going to drop our bots in here, deliver that to human, and then the rest of our stuff, actually, let's put these in logistics chests so that we can request them if we want them. Yeah, let's also go to human. And then we will be on our way to Fulgora, where we are going to have, I think, the exact opposite approach to Gleba. In that we got to Gleba, we kind of focused on the science, the mall was kind of last, the silo was kind of the last thing we did, and we also pulled a lot of science over to Gleba to do research there, whereas I think Fulgora, I want to start with figuring out how... Yeah, where are we? Here? Fulgora, go to the place. Well done. Yeah, Fulgora, I want to start with getting a mall first and getting a silo, and then when we do automate science, it can just go back to Nauvis and do more research there. And yeah, we have a bit of a plan. We're going to build, we've got all the stuff we want for a nuclear reactor somewhere, and a pile of ice which we're collecting. I think that plan will not work, but I think it's going to be fun to observe how that plan does or does not work. And yeah, I think this is also going to be fine. We're probably just going to be able to push through this because Future and Grundolf are already there, and they're all the same setup. We've got kind of this standard workhorse platform now, which I'm pretty happy with. Like the previous two other platforms of kind of being a bit of a bodge of weird different stuff I didn't really like. I think one of the things I'm not sure about, which I guess we're gonna find out, we're learning the game by playing the game, is whether Fulgora just even has the ice asteroids, because Fulgora did say it was a dry, wind-swept planet with lightning storms on plateaus, so I was wondering if it's even gonna have the ice asteroids in orbit. This might be like a transit thing. But never mind, let's go down to Fulgora and start the process. Very exciting. Travel to planet Fulgora. We have done the thing. Purple clouds. Lightning. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's particularly... Fulgoran lightning attractor. Protect a small area from lightning strikes. I did see that there was... where is it? Oh yeah, Fulgora lightning rod. This is a thing that we could build, but we could only build it here. I was considering making a couple of these and sending them sort of so we could have a resource to do this, but yeah, we couldn't make them until we were here. I wonder what happens. We get an alert, but I don't know what that alert is. But I'd also rather not be hit by lightning. Okay, cool, fine. Let's go to human. Let's pull down some stuff. Let's start with the cargo landing pad. Send me the cargo landing pad. And that also, yeah, I was wondering whether or not we would have to do any of this kind of lightning rod stuff immediately. And so we've got, at least got a little starter area to work with, which is nice. I would like my cargo landing pad so I could get the rest of the stuff set up. Yeah, here we go. Cargo landing pad. Cargo landing pad goes in the middle of the space. Why not? Actually, let's I reckon here is nicely in the region of this plateau. That map reveal, actually. So this thing is actually a kind of radar. I was wondering about that. In addition to just granting line of sight, and yeah, nicely, like in theory, protected. I would like to also test what happens if we don't fully protect this, but also like not yet. Anyway, let's go and grab some useful stuff. We're gonna need some of these at some point. We have solar panels to jumpstart the nuclear thing, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing yet. I want my bots. Give me some ammunition to work with. May as well get some capsules and some guns, and I didn't actually bring many bullets. And then, oh, we're just waiting for all of those to get into the pods, fine. And then we're going to need to pull down the ice at some point. We're going to want to pull down the nuclear power. However, health 1000 out of 1000, yeah. I mean, all of that... Not there, this is the thing that I want. Yeah, I kind of want to get hit by that and see how much it hurts. And we did find out from Gleba that when you die on a planet, you respawn on the same planet. So, how much does this hurt? And then there are also other... yeah, it's not that bad. I was wondering about whether or not it would be an insta-kill, and it's not quite an insta-kill, so yeah, we're fine with that. Okay, grab all this stuff. Does this have any resistance to electrical damage? Oh wait, it's at the top. Acid, explosion, fire, physical, no resistance to electrical damage. Okay, maybe we should have kept the other shield instead of the bots, but never mind. Okay, in our tech menu, we're just kicking through some general useful stuff. Things that have either purple science or yellow science, and we kind of want to alternate them purple and yellow. But I also wanted to find... Where's these activated ones? Is it... Yeah, Fulgora? The only activated tech of Fulgora. Mine, a Fulgoran Volta Ring. So we need to, yeah, basically just wander around and see what's about and see what we can get. My battery's fully charged. This can all just... Actually, I'm not going to need any of this stuff. Did I not get... I did not get any bullets. Okay, fine. We are just going to nip up here quickly and grab these red bullets. The rest of the stuff can kind of stay. We'll get it later at some point, probably. Could I please have... And then I guess because we don't have the advanced ones, let's go back to the tools we actually have. Okay, we've been on Fulgora for like 7 minutes and achieved nothing. So, let's wander over here. Maybe the Fulgoran Ruin. Can I deletion planet these things? Yes, and we get a whole pile of weird stuff. Scrap? So I can't deletion planet scrap. Is this a mineable thing that I could put a mine on? Maybe. Big Fulgoran Ruin. Medium Fulgoran Ruin. Okay. Give me... Yeah, I still have that button. Give me all this stuff. I will have all this stuff. And we are collecting lots of the scrap. Okay. And then we wanted... What was the thing that we were trying to do? A vault ruin. I want a Fulgoran vault ruin. That's a small ruin. These small... I mean, I don't think there's a difference between deconstruction planning this thing and actually mining it. I don't think... Oh, Fulgoran vault ruin. The obvious thing in the obvious place. We're going to mine this. Can we deletion planet this thing? We can, and a whole pile of stuff jumps on the ground. That's the much easier way of doing that. Yeah, let's turn the bots off and not be in the place where the lightning is going to do some damage. But then, what did we... Yeah, so we researched a thing. I don't know if we can track technologies the same way that we can track achievements. It would be super helpful to be able to just put this somewhere that we're continuing to look at it. So we've unlocked recycling. We have the recycler that takes blue chips and concrete, neither of which we have. And scrap recycling is a recipe that happens in any building. And then the next is a craft holmium ore. Stone, holmium ore. Okay, how do we get holmium ore? Is that just... It's a thing that comes off the scrap. Okay, fine. So the recycler needs concrete, so we need power for all of these things, is what I'm seeing. How do we make these lightning... Stone... Copper cable, stone brick. Okay, I believe that accidentally in human we still have some solid fuel and some steel furnaces that we used, yeah, that we didn't use from elsewhere, so that's fine. And then also, maybe we could do this nuclear thing when we are thinking about it later, but mostly at the moment I would like to get a couple more of these nuclear reactors out. And then some of these... Scrap, 17 million, cool. More scrap, lots of scrap. Yeah, there was... let's get the stuff, and then... It was just stone, wasn't it? Yes. In that case... we don't have that much stone, do we? We do not. Just fill these guys up, we'll be fine. And then craft 2 more of these things. These are actually pretty cheap. This is fine. Okay, these are going to go... Yeah, we're not going to need to see pentapod eyes for a while. And these are... Look at this cute little shape that these guys give us. Okay. Why can... so it only grows... It only... So there's the... There's this... What is this? Oh, it's a rock. I turned my bots off. Yeah, get all the rocks. because we can turn those also. Oh no, this was a scrap thing. Cool, whatever. We can turn those rocks also into these things. Yeah, so there's this lower level which we cannot build anything on. We cannot build anything on. I like it. Oh, these are the things that we can. Yeah, this is the oil space that we can cross with elevated rail, which is why we put elevated rail in the queue. Have we already got elevated rail? We've already got elevated rail. We need steel and refined concrete and rail, a pile of things that we already have, but not here. So we're going to need to do that again. In fact, we're going to need to figure out how to get iron ore, which might be a thing that comes out of scrap. I did want to test whether or not we can set this on fire. I mean, standing in the middle of the oil field is probably not a great idea when we're testing whether or not we can set things on fire. Yeah, then we've got all of this. Okay, there's another lightning storm. Let's not die to the lightning storm. Okay. Let's take this opportunity to... Okay, we've got all of this... Oh, we're out of copper. That is fine. Another thing that we do have on Grondolf is we have a large collection of, like, a wave defense inspired, hey, we can just craft a bunch of stuff, but I don't think... Oh, and we've also got these guys. This is how we could get the iron ore for concrete if we have no other way of doing it. So that's a thing we might use later, but for now, let's figure out where we can have a bunch of these guys that will extend the please no lightning area as far as we can, so we can not get hit by things. And is it... So it's not just you just connect them directly. There's kind of a convex hull kind of thing happening, which is cute. I like that. Oh, but we need to give them power? Efficiency 0. Protects things from small lightning strikes. Drain. Converts the energy into the electrical network. Okay, so these are actually small generators. We didn't bring any of those things down. That's fine. Let's go back to human and... Yeah, let's not use the wooden poles because they seem silly. Let's get some of the long-range poles as well. Let's get some of the nuclear power stuff. Let's get some mining drills. We're probably going to need mining drills. We only bought assembler 2s. We didn't bring assembler 3s because we kind of got around to unlocking them late. We've also still got a pile of the carbon fiber from Gleba because we didn't have anything better to do with that kind of stuff. Like, I didn't really have any other idea of what I was going to be doing with that. Let's grab some of... Let's grab lightnites as well. I'm pretty sure that Grondolf... Maybe Grondolf and Future. Don't know if Future does. And yeah, we've got a very obscure Fulgora pun. I didn't feel like putting the song title in there because I didn't think that was going to work out, but we did put the lyrics in. But I don't think anyone's going to get that. It's a bit obscure. Oh yeah, power poles. Because we wanted... should we just do this with big power... No, let's do it with the medium power poles. And get ourselves a little grid around the outside. Why? And then we did also bring some solar panels, even though we know solar panels are garbage here, because this didn't actually connect to a thing. So how much are we actually generating? Very... And then because we didn't bring accumulators or anything like that, we're not actually getting any significant amount of power storage. Interesting. Yeah, because we got some basic solar panels just to start to kickstart this thing, of which we are going to need... Are we going to also need pumps? I don't think we're going to need pumps, are we? Anyway, let's get Human to drop a bunch of ice cubes. And then let's also have... yeah, give me all the stuff. We've got an inventory. We can handle having stuff. I think the advantage of trying to do a small nuclear power plant somewhere, like here, is that we don't necessarily need a whole lot of space, is going to be what we claim. Oh wait, it's not this at all. It's chem plants. chem plants on... Yeah, let's... This is probably not going to work, but that's okay. And then we want... Did I not bring... We are going to need the tanks as well, aren't we? Okay, other things we also want. Give us some tanks, give us the boxes, give us the pumps. Yeah, just give us a pile of stuff at this point, I guess. And we also got efficiency modules, not because I think we need efficiency modules. Did I not send up any bots? I sent up the roboports, but no bots. Curious. Oh well. Yeah, we got some efficiency modules because jump-starting this might be a little bit of a pain. But we are not super concerned. I wanted the tanks. Tanks, and we have quite a few tanks. And then, yeah, these solar panels are not going to be particularly effective. Did I also not get... Yeah. But they will start this unpacking, and then I have to do a circuit combinators thing to figure out... Yeah, because basically, we want these two next to each other to do the neighborhood bonus thing, but we also want to be tanking steam because I think, especially at the moment, the only thing we're doing is unpacking this. In fact, I wonder if we can, now that we have some of them. Yeah, actually just grab all these modules. I'm sure I'll have some use for these modules. And yeah, we want to be tanking the steam. We've got not very many heat exchangers, not many steam turbines, which means I need to think about how all of this fits, but then also how we circuit condition these things so that we only use one or two... Yeah, so that we only use one or two at a time. Like, we don't run down... Oh, why did I have all of... Because I gave them there. Cool, fine. Yeah, we don't want to be using all of the nuclear fuel cells at the same time when we don't need the power. So I might think about how we're going to put that together. Okay, I have built a thing which I think should be some kind of SR latch, maybe. Let's try and figure out where power poles can go so that this can all run. Can we go here and not there? That's going to be kind of annoying. I guess we power it from this side. Grumble, grumble. So the idea is this box here is where we put... let's move that one. It's going to annoy me not being able to see the copper cable. Here's the box where we would put all of the fuel, and then these inserters, I want to be taking one fuel at a time. So we've overwritten the stack size, but we're also checking that copper coil exists, and these are linked to this box, which currently does not have the copper cable because this inserter put it on the belt. So it actually looks like... No, it's not because of other conditions. Yeah, okay, so let's also get these guys warming up manually while we talk through the rest of this thing. These two are also set to stack size 1 and checking for a reactors greater than 0 signal, which is controlled by this combinator that says if we have enough water to capture, and the idea of this is if we have enough water to capture an entire cycle of nuclear power steam generation, and we are low on steam, and we are low on temperature, then output the signal that says we want to power the reactors. And so if we've got enough steam, then we don't want to fuel the reactors. And by enough, we mean like a barely operational amount. And also, if we're not at temperature, or if we're above a baseline temperature, because these guys all operate at 500, in fact, let's crank that back to 510, because I don't think we're going to be needing all that much power. I think it's mostly going to be about the steam. And so, yeah, so these ones will only insert when those three conditions are met that we want nuclear power. We also don't have... You guys are going to need more because heating, whatever. Yeah, we also aren't dealing with the spent ones yet, but never mind, we can deal with that later. This guy is... Yeah, diligently melting all the ice cubes he can. We had some more solar panels on the platform, so we just brought them down so we could prod mod this guy because 8% more electricity sounds nice. And then these two inserters over here, yeah, this one is checking that we do not want nuclear power. And then this one is checking that we do in fact want nuclear power. And so the idea is this coil's here, which controls whether or not we are removing fuel from this box. In theory, once these guys are online enough, will, like, this coil will be in the box when we want nuclear power. When we don't want nuclear power, this inserter will put it on the belt and the coil will wander around here and activate these things that say, like, prepare one piece of fuel cell. And then when we do want nuclear power, this goes back in the box to be removed from the same box when this decider combinator flips again. And so we've got kind of this slight delay whatever. It's kind of a latch. Hopefully we don't use that much nuclear fuel, because we are just flying in all this nuclear fuel, and then hopefully also the steam limits are... Yeah, we've got a bunch of water. I think we're going to need more steam tanks than this as well, though, aren't we? At what point does this turn? I kind of want to see where this coil goes. So it's going to be... All of these are... So this is... no longer sending the signal, right? No signal. But it will only put the coil back in the box, and these guys will make more fuel available when we want more. Yeah, the take. Let's just come back to that in a while and hope that it all works. But in the meantime, we have nuclear power on... we have nuclear power on Fulgora. Terrible idea. I mean, we've got power now. We're gonna make a thing work, and I think the thing we're gonna make work is... I think we go south? What are these blue things? Oh, these are... We've got other lightning attractors here already. And we've got some large ruins, which is cool. I think we go... I mean, because I was wondering about going to this scrap. Maybe we go down to this scrap instead, because we've already got some lightning attractors here. So, do we have... I've got a whole lot of scrap in my inventory. Actually, with all this power grid now, can we just... Wait, no, we need the recyclers, don't we? And we need 6 processing units to do this recycling? Okay, is there a manual recipe? Scrap recycling. So this is allegedly a way. I'm just gonna shift click all of that, because I think what we need to get ourselves 6 processing units and some steel and some concrete out of this. Yeah, so we've already got 1. And then also concrete we will need. That is not a thing I brought with us. And then blue chips we also did not bring with us. Yeah, so these slow inserters and this belt are not of a kind of thing that we brought with us. We just pulled on the what do I have? This stuff. We just brought down some crafting materials so we could do some stuff like that with us. Holmium processing research, because we got the holmium ore. That's very exciting. I would like more of these, unless... I mean, is there a recycle scrap recipe? So I did not find a recycle scrap recipe for the normal assemblers, but now we have a recycler, which acts a lot like a miner. Item to be recycled, we can put quality on it. So does this mean that we can get... I processed all of them out. I did not keep any of the scrap, because we just blasted all of it. Yeah, let's get... I mean, wagons would also be really nice, but never mind. We're going to go for a walk. We are going to remember that there is, in fact... Oh, there is some stuff up here we can grab. Bots can grab all of this. I hope some of these have scrap. We are exposed, but it's fine. Okay, so we've got some scrap. We're in the gooey water, that's fine. These are very StarCraft feeling maps. There's like the cliffs and then the ramps and then like the natural expansions and things like that. So this is doing what we expect. Yeah, we could get efficiency modules. We could get quality. Putting quality on these also sounds pretty good. The power grid usage is, I mean, something, but I also don't think we care. Can we get another one of these recyclers? We need more concrete. For which... Okay. We are going to go back to human because I'm pretty sure one of these guys has iron ore and is collecting iron ore. And we also have... Is this doing what it should? We are probably waiting until we've got enough water, but we also still... This is fine. This state I am happy with. We are not fueling the reactors. Do they have 3? They've got 2. Yeah, so we're not fueling the reactors. We don't have the water to deal with fueling more reactors, but all this heat that's in the pipe is completely fine, and we can just slowly process it out at the rate of however much water we're getting here, which is also just ice cubes. But I did also want, because of this, the thing I was doing this for, is I wanted a dude here to be able to make concrete, because we have stone, we have somewhere iron ore, and we can get a bit of water, and this might be a slightly more effective way of getting concrete than just waiting for this recycler. But I think, like, we're going to want a lot of these recyclers. Where did the scrap go? Did I already feed in the scrap? Where is this blueprint? We're not going to need scrap. Where is scrap? Do I have any scrap in my inventory? No. Good. Okay. So I already gave you the things? Yeah, and you're just waiting on water, and you guys are also processing water. Okay. Sure, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, you get in there as well. Okay. We didn't really want to be scrapping all of those chests. Yeah, the recyclers are a kind of dangerous thing to be just shift-clicking stuff into, isn't it? Oh well. Can we please have... Oh, we're still just waiting on the stuff. Okay, let's try something else. In the meantime, let's try getting a big pole here. We can't build here, so we are limited by... Unless we can landfill a thing. And if we can landfill a thing... Landfill? Can we? We cannot landfill a thing. But this was... It said that there were oceans of oil that can be bridged by elevated rails. So elevated rails on this probably works. I'm just wondering how we also get power over here for mining. I'm assuming we mine these things. Haven't actually checked whether or not we mine these things. Yes. But they are also in danger because they are not covered by a lightning thing. We're going to leave one there just to see what happens to it. Do we have any concrete yet? We do have concrete. I wanted, yeah, another recycle thing. Which I don't actually have enough concrete for. Okay, so now we're getting more concrete. We actually need more steam tanks. Yeah, we don't want to be in a situation where all of this... Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? Because if these exchanges can't process out the steam, then this heat just stays in the pipes. So it's actually completely fine. Sure. Okay, give me this stuff, give me another recycler. And then we want... what was the... After holmium, what was the thing we were doing on Fulgora? We learned to make an electromagnetic plant by crafting a holmium plate. And we gained the ability to do that. Stone, holmium, water. We have kind of all of those. So we need another water source. We are going to be hitting those ice crystals pretty hard. Holmium solution. So there's no smelting process. It's just, we get the ore, we combine it with the stone. Interesting. And then we just need a lot of different things. Okay, let's not worry about that yet. Do we want to... Yeah, because if we can't span this gap with a big pole, then there's no way we span this gap with a big pole, which means we need some... Actually, can we not put belt there either? Cannot build on oil ocean. Interesting. So, we straight up need the elevated rails if we are going to get anything from down here up here, or rather... Maybe we should have figured out which little continent we wanted to be on before we started to put power anywhere. Because, yeah, these guys... Where are... Oh yeah, I put them on the hotbar. Because we can protect this area, which is nice. That's oil ocean, we can't go that far. We can go here. We're getting stuck on a bunch of stuff. Okay, because we can get some small... Wait, I need to also check that the things were actually... Where is one of these... Yeah, Fulgora lightning attractors. Can we... We can accidentally deconstruction plan these lightning attractors, so that's not what I want to do. I just want to get rid of all of these ruins. So we can grab a bunch more stuff and make a bunch more recyclers kit in because we're getting the blue chips out of it, which is fine, but feels awful. I think we're still just going to extend this anyway, aren't we? Like, why would we not? With this, I guess it's going to have to go in... Yeah, whatever. Not there, I guess. Here. And we'll just process things at the rates that fast inserters can, I guess. And then down here we've got some boxes of other stuff of which we're getting a fair amount. And so, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how we get this online at all. I did cook a bunch more steel because we needed... Yeah, a bunch more stone because we needed... Was it stone and steel and copper cable to make... Yeah, these lightning rods. We want a bunch more of these lightning rods. Just so we can cover off whatever's down here. And we've looted most of the, like, the non-resource patch things over here. We've got some coverage. But I'm also trying to figure out just how we get our power from here down there. And maybe the whole point is we don't. Like, maybe what's supposed to be happening is that we are limiting our power usage based on whatever we can get out of... Actually, so we can offshore pump ourselves some oil, right? Yeah. Offshore pump extracts fluids from bodies of water, lava, and various oceans. What a talented offshore pump. So we can just get heavy oil. So if we had a source of water, and we kind of don't have a source of water, we only have the water that comes out of, you know, whatever these processes are. But we could do a boilers or even heating towers into offshore pump, heavy oil, solid fuel from heavy oil, which is definitely still a thing, right? Yeah, we can just turn this terrain into solid fuel, which is cool, except that then we don't have the water we need to be doing power, any significant amount of power in any of these places. So I'm still trying to figure out how exactly it is that we turn this into a stable and scaling system, because it's still a bit of a mess. On the upside, it does look like the nuclear power switch is doing what we want it to, and if we just get a bunch more stone in here, and we do have some stone, then we can get more concrete out. The power grid is absolutely fine because we have 10 steam turbines doing steam turbine things. I am wondering about, so we've got iron chest and steel and stone, so give me a bunch of these things, because the thing we can do is start to get rail. And actually, can we get iron out by just scrapping? Okay, so we've got a sustainable way of getting iron, which means we can actually maul everything now, can't we? We've got iron, we've got gears. Gears also turn into iron. Can we... Okay, so I've got these iron poles. Do the iron poles also just turn back into iron? I think the steel doesn't. What does the steel turn into? The steel just disappears, because there's nothing that crafts into steel. Steel is smelted, and the recyclers say they do not do smelting or chemistry. But we are... so we are processing out, not at a particularly large rate, but we are getting plates out of poles and plates out of gears. I don't know if we got any plates out of poles. Maybe that was a statistical thing. But we've got a way of, from gears and cable, doing a maul thing. In fact, steel, plates, gears, coils, we could make assembler 2s, which is one of the things that I wanted to create to be able to say we have a maul. But also the thing I wanted to do was, give me some of these poles. We can have a bunch of rail. And then I would like to get myself some rail supports to figure out how these things work, and to see whether or not we can put rail lines over here as well, because we can't put landfill on. Foundation is need to fill ocean, so maybe we can put some of the raised... I mean, we should be able to put some of the raised things. It says oil that could be bridged by elevated rail, so I think we've got to do an elevated rail thing. And here we've got a thing making concrete, so can we also just get... you know what, we're just going to do this the cheeky way, refined concrete. Have a bunch of stuff. Put the concrete and the steel and the stuff and the other stuff, and we're just going to make some refined concrete. It's going to be fine. In fact, we can just speed module this. We are not concerned about power grid because we brought this giant nuclear station with us. Okay. And then how many do we need for each of these things? A decent amount of concrete for that. Quite a lot of concrete for the ramp. Sure. While this is ticking over, the next thing we're just going to kind of hack together is, if we want some locomotives, and it's looking to me like we're going to want some locomotives, we're going to want a variety of things. We're going to want some green chips, so you can get on that. We're going to want some pipes. So we can, take a couple more of these gears, turn them into... Oh, we already have plates over here. Because we want engines. And we're going to need some steel, some gears, some of these pipes, of which I already have pipes, so whatever. We want engines, and then also green chips, so that we can make locomotives, which take... Because we didn't bring any train infrastructure with us. Why am I not finding them? Over here. We didn't bring any train infrastructure with us, which means we have to make these engines, and then also these cargo wagons, and then maybe also these fluid wagons. But the thing is, this nuclear steam thing here, we could put if we can in fact get the rail bridges over this stuff, our power solution can be that we can move this nuclear powered steam around on trains using fluid wagons. So maybe, do I have a hotbar of rail stuff? I think this is going to be a, I think we're going to make 4 the hotbar of rail stuff, because what I am thinking is, there's like, we've kind of filled up this area with stuff, and we've kind of filled up this area with stuff as well, but we could still just run, maybe not there because the thing is in the way, but yeah, maybe just through here. We don't need the solar panels. If we were running a train station through here, I mean, granted, we have put some of these things in the wrong place. Let's keep that connected. Okay, so now we can get rid of these 2 guys. And this is not a great space for a train station, but if we could have, yeah, give me some of these, give me some of this as well. Can we get? We're going to get a couple of train stations. We're going to get 2 fluid wagons. Okay, yeah, don't be making gears. I think this is going to be one of the interesting things about Fulgora. You don't want to be making gears unless it's just to dispose of iron. You want to be using the gears that you just get from the scrap naturally. Did we make? I don't think we did. Okay, and then have we got? Can I have some locomotives, please? Engines. I need a lot of yeah, okay, sure. We're going to do this again. Steel. I have steel. Pipes. And then okay, so the subsequent question is, if we're having a train station through here, and we're putting, say, the train station over here, so that we can have, I guess it looks like we're having fluid wagon, yeah, tanks here, for which we will need pumps. So I think we brought pumps. We did bring pumps. So we can have pumps here to put this steam on the wagons, and then, yeah, we're gonna, it looks like, are we gonna do the same? I think we're gonna do the same 2 and 4 layout that we did elsewhere, because that looked fun. And then, yeah, tell me what scrap gives me again. Does scrap give me any solid fuel or anything like that? It does give me a chance of getting solid fuel out. So how do we make rocket fuel here is the question. Oh wait. Yeah, we get the, have actually made, we're going to need a bunch of offshore pumps, aren't we? We are. We get the heavy oil, we crack it down to light oil, and we combine it with the solid fuel we're getting out of the recycling scrap to make our rocket fuel. So that's that. Is this, are these guys, this one is in fact in the way. I guess we could put it above. How are we doing? I guess we're just doing these trains slowly and badly. Because I'm wondering about having another train that moves stuff from the cargo landing pad, like ice cubes, because we're going to want the water. But otherwise, I think we're just going to be... I think we're going to try a setup where we're putting... Yeah, where we try to put... I guess here's a spot on the hotbar we're going to do this. Yeah, where we try to put steam on a train, and then we run the train down to this island, and then also run turbines on this island. I think we actually need quite a lot of, if we're going to do that, is... Oh, I took away the recyclers. Let's bring the recyclers back. And then we're going to need to power them. Cool. If I give you copper... Are you giving me any decent number of copper plates? Maybe. Kind of. Not really. But it is a thing we can do that will kind of scrap copper. And then we can also be quality upgrading things as well, but we're going to worry about that later. I think I just take some of these turbines, because they're not doing anything here, because we're not doing anything of power on this island. I think we leave maybe a couple of turbines, and we take the rest of the turbines. We take this train, we take the refined concrete, of which we have learnt how to make a ramp and a rail support. And then how does this even work? Do you need more... Okay, I guess we're going to do it on this side. Do you need there to not be rail in the way? How does... Yeah, that was... How does this even work? So we can connect this here. Can we... We can't link it that way. We do have a rail support thing. Can we just... Okay. So we can queue off the end of... Yeah, we can queue off the end of the ramp as if it were rail and get a rail extension planner. And then bring this to wherever we want. But we also can't... Also, this... The two different textures of ocean, we can build in one but not the other. I wonder if we can landfill in both of them. Okay, so one of these, it just doesn't work at all. Foundation is deep oil ocean. So there's foundation and the... Yeah, so there's oil ocean and there's deep oil ocean. And we are currently swimming. And this would allow us... Actually, if we go over here to this location as well, then... Like, we don't necessarily need... Can we... Okay, so where can we actually get these... Yeah, there's a number of places we can't go because we need the support... Yeah, we can't use the deep oil. The deep oil oceans, but we can get onto... That there is a... Cool, you put that down that support. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think we're gonna attempt to do a bit of a tour. The ramp is obviously a solid object. That's fine. We need more concrete. We've got to redo this thing. Are you guys all done? Can we get... What do you need? You just need me to take the locomotives. You need an output box. We can give you an output box. Yeah, I think we need a little automated concrete setup here, don't we? We want... There's no other pipes in the way, so we can just go concrete, refined concrete, and then do we... I mean, we might want concrete for some other stuff as well, but let's not worry about that yet. Let's just go boxes and boxes and boxes, and then some output boxes. You want these things, you want stone. We can get you stone. Yeah, where's the solid fuel? We've got solid fuel somewhere over here as well. I was wondering if I'd brought down solid fuel. I think I did have some solid fuel that we brought down, and then also we just... Where's the... Yeah. And then also just water, which is fine. Okay, yeah. Things are progressing. Yeah, we slapped a pump onto the steam, which is... What was that? Oh, this is all the ice that I called down that we didn't actually have storage space for. Cool, I guess. Let's just go... These guys use filters ice. This is not what I wanted to be talking about. Yeah, one of these can go over here, so we can have an extra. So extra space where you're putting ice. What we should really do is, you know, have some storage attached to this thing. I'm not sure that we actually bought any storage, but anyway, we're pumping some of the steam into these tanks for putting on wagons and taking to places. We're up to 2 of these supports, so I kind of want to 2 of these. We've got 2 more of these supports for a total of 9 that I want to kind of play with putting in places and seeing what they do. Get all this ice out of here. Yeah, getting a lot of ice down feels pretty good. And then yeah, this pump will only take if we have a surplus of steam, but this number that we are checking as a surplus of steam is lower than whatever this number of, you know, start the nuclear reactor again. So we should be able to, basically I didn't want to depower all these inserters, that would be bad, but also we have to be taking the, like, the on-site doing stuff steam to a lower level than the do we want nuclear power, because otherwise we would never ask for any more nuclear power. So I guess we're going to take most of these. Yeah, we definitely could have done that differently, couldn't we? Because we're not going to need... Yeah, we're not going to need 25 gigawatts or 25 megawatts of power here, because we're not doing anything with it. Give me all of these things. And let's have my bots build some of these rail supports. And this looks like it is going to do what we would like it to. How many of these supports do I have left? Another 5 supports? Can I just... I can queue off the end of this. So that's what we wanted to do. We can get up here, which is good. This doesn't... This little island does not have any scrap. And it also doesn't have any of the towers. That's mildly disappointing. Maybe it's just a processing... Actually, we have to get the train up here as well if we're going to mine these things. In fact, did we get... We did get cargo wagons. That is good, because what I am thinking at this point is, okay, two steam wagons, maybe more than we wanted. I think we want cargo wagons on this as well, because the nature of this train is it's going to all of the places. Didn't I have some solid fuel around here? Yeah, you can just have all this solid fuel. Can I have... You guys are waiting for stone. Okay, and then we can build more of these things. Because the current... Yeah, I think we figure out how to take this train to this place where scrap is happening, and then we can mine that and put it on the other 2 carts of the train. Can we have more... Can we have more recyclers? We need steel and concrete. 2 things which we are... Yeah, let's do this differently. Let's do it like this, so that we only pull out some of the concrete for these supports, because I do want those supports, but I also apparently want concrete. And then... Really? Oh, because we're getting... The scrap gives us red and green circuits? The scrap gives us red circuits. Can we scrap blue circuits and get green and red circuits back? And the answer to that looks like it's yes. Okay, so we've got a way of downgrading blue circuits, which is nice, which means we can also just build... Yeah, we can build all the modules, we can build all the assembler 3s we want, which is cool. What I really would like is... Why are you not doing anything? Oh, because we just need to... Yeah, we just need more concrete. And in order to get more concrete, we need to get more scrap. Why are you going to run your... Because you don't have poles, because I took away the poles. Okay, we're going to craft some more poles pretty quickly. Things that feel bad that we said we didn't want to do on Fulgora, but never mind. Yeah, give me this... Actually, give me all of this concrete. Because this should be recyclers if we had the steel. And then why... Oh, because we're just also making these poles for these guys. Okay, fine. Yeah, can we have... I would like to get another one of the... Actually, it doesn't matter here. we can have 4 wagons here, because we'll never be offloading stuff here. We'll only be filling up steam here. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to check was... I needed circuits. That's not gonna... It's gonna take a... It's actually not too far away. We are going to need a bunch of circuits because I want to test putting circuits on this elevated rail to basically see if we can, and see if it does. Oh, it does. It's just exactly what we would want to be able to do. We can put circuits anywhere we have elevated rail, so that's cool. Okay. We're also going to need some solar power to jumpstart. How do we get... Can we get all the way over here onto this? I guess we use the rail plan of that. Oh wait, no, we also need a ramp. For which we will need more refined concrete, which we do not have, because we gave away all the refined concrete. Cool. Yeah, so we just need all of the stuff, and we do not have a way of getting all of the stuff. Sound test. So the subsequent misplay I'm looking at is it looks like the only place where we can get a rail ramp in here is kind of in the way of, like, the station no longer fits in the same place, which is not always surprising. I think what we want to do in this case is, yeah, let's just unpack some of this steam. Do we actually have the space for it? I believe we have the space for it. Yeah, you just keep on emptying that tank of steam, please. Because we need to, yeah, also unload this steam wagon and put all of that stuff back in these tanks, of which I believe we have space. If we still haven't run another cycle of this, and then the temperature is low enough, but we don't have enough water. Is that true? That seems true. And we were checking the combinator to check this thing is working correctly. We still have way more steam than we actually need. So yeah, that all seems to be working. Okay. Can we empty out these tanks? Because if we can empty these tanks, then we can... Yeah, this one is already empty, isn't it? You're not going to be there at all. We are going to need to have a train here and a station. I guess not there either. Is this... Yeah, because we are one wagon off. It looks like this is also... Okay. We might faff around with that later. We could have double... If we put the train here... If we put the train station there, we could have double fluid wagon, but also only one pump into each of them, which is probably still fine. Yeah, you get in here. What are you called? This is going to be the nuclear steam station. And then we're pressing E because that's how we are used to these things working. Okay. And then actually, if these two are going to empty out, which they should, then we can just connect this guy here. And now you do want to enable disable again. And now we should have the double, and yeah, these 4 wagons can just be, can they be in an awkward place? because we would need to be able to load them here. And I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, let's see if we can find a place where we can actually load these. I have everything that I need other than this ramp, for which we have this concrete, so we can actually make this ramp. But we are going to need multiple other ramps. We could even do a little around and through here. I just want to know if there are places that we can actually have. Wait, we would also need here. Can we run... How does elevated rail interact with cliffs? Oh, we just can't go over the cliffs. We are already elevated. And we just can't go over cliffs at all. Interesting. Which means that how are we getting this stuff off? Do we just need smaller trains? Do we just have to go one fluid wagon, one scrap wagon? Because we need to be able to go... and then also we've got to, be able to... Down here probably won't work, because, I mean, okay, the patch is in the way, but also I don't know if... Oh no, we'd be able to bridge to here, wouldn't we? But we've got to go, say, over... Wait, can we not put the... We can't put... We can only use... Yeah, this is getting even more inconvenient, because we can't use the deep oil either. All we can do is... We're going to need these on the hotbar, because we're going to be using these all the time. Yeah, you over here. We can have one through here. I guess we don't necessarily have to bring it onto land immediately. If we could figure out... Like, we could have it elevated over the patch. So we could do a thing like... 2 elevations, say, here. And have the off-patch stuff... Okay, move this guy to the side a bit. Yeah, have this guy elevated like so, but then also turn... Yeah, turning this around is going to be a little bit of a pain. Oh, and then I also didn't want this here. I wanted this, you know, anywhere else. Anywhere else that we can actually fit a curved rail connection to it. So I think I have a pattern that maybe I like. In fact, we should probably limit these boxes so that they don't all fill up too quickly, because we've only got like one train's worth of stuff here ever. Did we actually limit all of them? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so all of these guys are not really complaining about not having power, even though they don't have it, because they're all connected to some of these lightning towers, which are, yeah, occasionally giving these mining drills charge to do a bit of mining, but not much. But we have managed to fit... Actually, I should really test. I think this aspect is going to be fine. But yeah, we can get this elevated rail out. And then we can also get this elevated... Oh no, because it's... Yeah, because the nose of this ramp is all the way up here, so we're going to have to do something like... where is this... Yeah, that's about the cleanest one there, isn't it? So we're going to need... But this is also... This is not actually the loop pattern that I was thinking about. This is just going some direction and back to the same direction, which I guess is fine. Never mind, we'll worry about the rest of it later. Yeah, over here we've got 2 pumps that are on a different electric network, and the idea of this is we were going to throw down some just nasty solar panels here that are not going to get much done, but the only thing they have to do is power these 2 pumps, and I didn't want these miners using all the electricity on this network from these turbines when this train is here. Is this in... We've actually only got one... We've got 2 wagons here. We'll need to do this again. Is there... And that means there is not space for this. I was thinking there was going to be space for... I have calculated this for 1 steam wagon and 2 scrap wagons. So I think that's the conclusion. I mean, option 2 was going to be to put another steam wagon here, except then we've only got 1 wagon to load scrap, and then we just run out of space. And so we're not going to do that. We are instead going to have 1 steam wagon, 2 scrap wagons. That's the conclusion. Yeah, we need to go back and get... Actually, I've got a whole pile of inventory space. Give me all this stuff. With that in mind, I think we want to, yeah, reverse these again. Do we still have space in this system? I hope so. Reverse you, take off the enable disable, empty. I think we are going to need more steam tanks down here just to manage this amount, aren't we? Which is fine. We can get rid of these later, probably, just to not take up quite that much space. But as long as that didn't... No, there's still way too much steam to trip the next fuel cycle. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we wanted somewhere... Because I don't really want to do the processing here. There isn't going to be much space. But I guess we do want to be doing some kind of processing here. Recycler. Just because we've got all this stuff to deal with. Not having a fast and soda is an interesting thing. I was not expecting to run out of fast and sodas. Okay. Untrash all of this stuff, get all of these things out of my inventory, run all of the processes, yeah, just deal with all of the scrap. I think that's all the scrap dealt with. Cool. So these guys are, yeah, those guys are running down, that's fine. Did we get the ramps we wanted? We've got 2 more supports, and then we just need more concrete, for which we need more stone, which we should now be getting somewhere in amongst the whole pile of, yeah, not all that much of... Hey, you know where I remember seeing stone? I remember seeing stone generally in this direction. Yeah, that was my entire shield allocation. Fine. Hopefully we don't die here. Would be mildly inconvenient. Okay, so this is a place where we're getting like, not a whole lot of stone, but I mean, this is going to be enough stone for a pile of concrete and rail, and that is mostly what we wanted. Okay, so we cleaned up a bunch of stuff from that quite helpful continent, I guess. I guess if the oceans are made of oil, then yeah, these things are continents. Maybe we should have a better way of feeding this stuff into these furnaces, but it's fine. Yeah, we're making concrete again. Which is, yeah, we need concrete for all of the various things. We need the refined concrete for the ramps. We also ended up with a pile of, actually not very much scrap, but then we do also have the holmium ore, which we could also just straight up turn into... It was holmium? Was this holmium plate thing in a chem plant? Chem plant. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure we brought some chem plants with us. Double chem plant here. Efficiency module, because why not? Actually, is that true? We're going to go... Okay, we need to select a recipe first. Holmium ore. There's this a lot of holmium ore. 1 stone, 2 holmium ore, bit of water, 100 solution, but then also how many... Okay, yeah, let's actually think about the ratios of this, I guess, as we are busy processing the other scrap. That's enough for 5 plates, because they're 20 per plate. And then over here we've got... Yeah, let's slap some productivity in this, because everyone likes productivity. Oh, this being a fluids recipe, we're not going to be able to put... We can get quality holmium solution? I thought it was a fluids thing. Never mind, we'll explore that more later. You are making us 100 holmium solution in 10 seconds, so 10 a second, and you are processing 20 in 1 second, so this is actually well ratioed. If we go like so, you also get a prot mod and an efficiency mod because, you know, why not? This is all going to be well enough ratioed as long as we actually hand these things over. Wait, there's no handing over at all. This is a fluid. We just did that. This is not a thing. What we do need to do is get this stuff into the chem plants. And so I think we're just going to do a nasty hack, because this is the part of the build where we are thinking about nasty hacks. We also apparently still need, yeah, sure. Okay, two of these guys here. You have all the holmium ore that I have, which is, what, 500? And then what rate of stone do you need? You need half as much stone as holmium ore. So, you have that much, because I've got some more here. And then this stone we want to hand off to... Did I just wall myself in? Cool, cool. Have I seriously walled myself in? That is hilarious. We're just going to go underground with this water. It's going to be fine. It's not fine. How do I get... Okay, I guess we're going all the way around. Disappointed noises. These steam tanks... You are not connecting? Are you not in the station? Why don't you connect to the steam train? Whatever. It's 32,000 steam. I don't care. It'll be fine. Move all of these again. Are you actually in the station? That was going to be the problem, wasn't it? It wasn't actually in the station. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, this can go here. Rotate this. One train of steam, please. Followed by... 2 trains worth of cargo space. And then, yeah, we wanted all the refined concrete because we wanted... Still refining concrete. Things that are a disappointment. Okay. Yeah, just ticking... We're not ticking through. That was the electromagnetic plant because we have made the holmium plate. Amazing, congratulations, go us, we are successful. Yeah, that's well enough ratioed. I think we're going to leave a couple more here because that's the one we don't have much of. Okay, what I would like to get to for the conclusion of the episode is this train going to this station and depositing steam and receiving mining. That would be cool. In order for that to happen, we need 2 more of these ramps. Maybe just 1 more, but also how many of these do we need? Like, where does this go? So we can get over there, but we need another number of things. Yeah, we're just gonna like wait and have this stuff process. Okay, very exciting times. This is just stuff that we kind of wagon dumped in here from exploring this other area over to the side. And so we've got, yeah, a lot of scrap here. This area looks pretty fantastic. There's a lot of lightning towers, a lot of other stuff to play with. Thing is, we need to get a pretty long train line over there, which we can't yet. What's this? This is going to be another just thing to play with. But I think we have at this point the things that I said I wanted to be able to be happy with what this episode was going to do. In particular, We're on elevated rail, which is exciting. During a lightning storm, which is also, hopefully this doesn't go too badly, but I believe that we should have all the things we need to wander generally in this direction. Oh, we haven't set up any train signals. We need to go to the other side. We need to turn to the right. Because we have, yeah, not told the trains which way it can go, but there is a station down here. What is this? Have yourself the appendix of scrap. Where is scrap? One of these guys? Scrap. That's where we're going. Congratulations to you. Go here. And then... yeah, we're just going to add some time passed so that... let's just do... I mean, I just want a lot so that we can not worry about it. But this actually does look like it's working, doesn't it? And we have this other ramp here that we can get to, so we are unloading the steam. We are emptying this tank of steam. We now have a lot of mining happening. This grid is super happy. In fact, we could take away one of these turbines because each of these are only pulling 90 kilowatts and this thing is delivering 5.8 megawatts. So I like this little plan. The only problem with this is that we're going to be continuing one way around this thing to back here and then facing the wrong direction because we didn't actually include a way to connect to this rail line. And I don't think we have... yeah, we do not have the elevated rail platforms to do that. Even if we got these two back, we don't have like the 6 we need to... maybe we do actually have the 6 we need to get down there. No, it's this one that needs to disappear. This needs to wander in... okay, oh yeah, because this is the ramp. We can do rail intersections, but we can't do... that makes a lot of sense. Can we get down this way, though? Yeah, I like this. So... are we full on... yeah, we're already full on scrap over there. Oh well, that's not entirely surprising. If we pull these back... are we able... and the answer is going to be no. I can already tell the answer is going to be no. To... yeah, grab that. Wander generally in this direction and then wander over here. Let's wander up a little bit further over here so the angle looks slightly better. There was one that was... yeah, that one there is what I want. That looks pretty good. And the answer is no, we do not have the raised platforms for this. Okay, let's go back and check whether or not we've got the raised platforms for this. Happy days, we should now have, yeah, these 3 should be all we need, and we can just, you know, get in a train and drive the other way. Actually, this is super dangerous. This is a terrible idea, because we're going to get this far, and then we're going to build these elevated platforms, and that's all happy, and then this train is going to decide that it wants to get to know us a little better because we're standing in the way of it and the station it wants to get to. But we're faster, it's probably fine. We are in fact completely fine. What happens if we get out of the train at an elevated rails position? We just end up at the bottom. That's fine. The oil sea breaks our fall. Okay, so this is air quotes what we wanted to do this episode. Yeah, we're not even bothering to offload these immediately. We're just dumping all the scrap into the recyclers, which I think I quite like as a processing plan if we're going to be doing this thing of, hey, here are these scrap nodes, and we have turbines and steam and things getting put on trains on site. I think just taking it off via these recyclers going to be fine. This just means we do more things with more trains and have, you know, a couple more signals. Why are you not? Oh, because there's no signal on this side. You are unhappy because you are not demarcating a segment, and now there's a segment on either side. Without this rail segment, or without this rail signal, it was one big rail segment the whole way around, and so this signal was complaining that it wasn't breaking segments and wasn't achieving anything. Yeah, okay. That is our episode. We have more rail supports coming out, which is cool. We're going to need more ramps as well. I think this is very similar to the first of the Gleba episodes, where we turn up and we're like, how do we make a thing happen? And now we have to figure out how to make more of a thing happen. I think we're going to need maybe this island, maybe this island. I mean, I think the best island is still this one, just in terms of the scrap that's available and the space that's available, and then all these blue things are existing lightning coverage. So I reckon that's going to be a really good island if we can get there, because the building space also a little bit constrained, and then also just because I said the first goal, and it is still the first goal, is how do we get a mall? How do we get fast inserters made? How do we get a supply of assemblers? How do we get red belt and red undergrounds? And until we have a way of doing these things, this is still just a mess. But it's a mess we're going to think about. We're getting LDS out, we're getting solid fuel, we're getting blue chips, so we're getting steel. It doesn't look like the silo is going to be the most difficult thing. But also, given that the only resource is scrap, and then we have to figure out, if we don't want the batteries, they've also got to be scrapped. If we've got too much iron in the form of gears, that's also got to be scrapped. That's a nice little recursive thing we can send around, but we've also got to have a good plan for having the stuff we want at all times, and then being able to process out that stuff, and then maybe later we come down to look at this holmium thing, of which, we're now processing this with quality, because, why not? In fact, can I have... give me an assembler 3, just so that we can give you more quality, because why not make holmium plates at quality? So this... Oh yeah, we're stuck over here again, never mind. This nuclear latch thing looks to be doing what it should, and we haven't actually spent any more of this nuclear fuel because we are not actually using the steam. Although we have just put... Oh wait, because you're on a timer, aren't you? I think I'm okay with timers, because this is just going to fill, and these are just going to fill. And then on the other side, we're just going to process it out. Actually, I think what we want to do is... here we want item count, scrap equals 0, and that's going to be, we are programming trains now as well. We're going to have a way to check when this train empties all of its scrap. I'm not standing on the I am in fact not standing on the thing. That's going to be an episode. We need to come up with a better plan to actually make them all. I think we might come back in a little bit after we have... do we have stone? Because we still need more concrete to make the reinforced concrete to make the raised rail things, of which we now have 7, which is pretty good. Fulgora. Fulgora is a mess. That was always going to be the case. Is good.